It feels like nowadays everyone has started to take themselves a bit too seriously. With the rise of self help and so called red pill content, a lot of young men and also women have started taking an unhealthy amount of interest in improving themselves continuously in the hopes of making some sort of exponential growth. Whether it be looks maxing, which is a term used to describe the process of substantially improving one's appearance. However, even most looks maxers have an unhealthy obsession with their appearance and often lead a somewhat unsustainable lifestyle because they do things like crash dieting or starvation to achieve their ideal goals. But most so called attractive looks maxers are more insecure and unhappy with themselves now than they were before their transformations. Not to mention that their entire personality revolves around the fact that they have a visible 120-degree jawline. Similarly, some people adopt a very edgy and pseudo psychoanalytical personality and try to act like fictional psychopaths and manipulators because the world is apparently too harsh and everyone is deep down a horrible, violent beast for them. Here's the reality, lil bro. When you talk to a girl in real life and she rejects you, it's not because your pheromones were incompatible or that your canthal tilt was a bit too negative for her. No, you got rejected because you have problems with yourself and cling on to female attention like a fucking toddler trying to suck tits when he's hungry. Now, obviously, things like height, looks, and even pheromones do play a role in sexual attractions. But are these the defining and ultimate factors? Hell no. Sure, some women do prefer men who tower over them like a goddamn giraffe, and every time they have to go for a kiss, they have to climb their colossal titan of a boyfriend. But is that every single girl in this world? No. Women who do obsessively excess over shit like, looks and heights and no one under 5'10 under my DMs, they're mostly shallow and are not looking for anything serious. And the same thing goes for men as well, who only date a certain type of women. Here's the thing both men and women need to understand. Preferences are not an ultimatum. They're just an ideal expectation of a person. I would prefer a hot goth Latina cougar mom in her mid 30s to be my girlfriend. But does that mean I will only choose to be with a girl that checks these boxes? Hell no. The real world is not ideal. And most of the time, we expect a lot from other people when it comes to relationships. But then we find out, oh no, the so called girls of my dreams actually has flaws like any other human being. And then we get fucking disappointed. Heck, even Aishwarya Rai had to settle for Abhishek. No hate to my man Abhishek. But the point I'm trying to say is that in real world, everyone settled down for something else. And even the so-called soulmates eventually face problems and realize how shitty their lives have become. There's no happily ever after, but more of a happy for a short time and then go back to yelling profanities at each other. So stop trying to think of dating and all the other shit in your life with so much seriousness. Here's the thing. No one gives a shit. When you go from being skinny or fat to jagged and healthy, the world only gives you brief appreciation and then goes back to their own lives. Your transformation does not matter to them. It only matters to you. So instead of trying to sculpt yourself just so you can attract the girl or boy that you like, try to do it for yourself for once. Because here's the thing. You are the one that's going to live with it. You are the one that's going to bear the pain of that transformation. Not them. They're just fucking observers, man. Same thing applies for a lot of other things in life, right? Shit like grades, job, career, and salary. All of this shit is crucial to you as long as you're able to live comfortably with these things, right? Even if your friend makes more money than you, it's fine because you are the one paying your own bills. Also, if shit does go down in life or others go ahead in life and you finish last, it's okay, bhai. The entire human society is just a make believe game that we play to entertain ourselves. Because here's the thing after the Industrial Revolution, survival was something most people didn't have to work for. And so they were bored. So what did they do? They started making these systems and institutions in which they set certain standards to determine who wins and who loses. Reality is a simulation because we are the ones who dictate the rules. So even if you so called fail in life, as long as you're alive, you are winning.